And President Uhuru Kenyatta is in the South African industrial town of East London ahead of a meeting with the country's deputy president and new ANC leader Cyril Ramaphosa. Well, President Kenyatta, who also met President Jacob Zuma in Durban Thursday, is said to be focusing his visit on establishing new contacts with the country's imminent new leadership, as well as pursue pending agreements with Africa's largest economy.
President Uhuru Kenyatta touched down in the South African industrial town of East London Friday. The president, who is in the country for a 3-day state visit, held bilateral talks with the country's deputy president Cyril Ramaphosa. Both leaders emphasized on the symbiotic relationship between the two countries.
So we have a common heritage as common people of Africa, and we agreed that what we now need to do is to develop that relationship, to develop it to a very high level and make sure that the communication, the interlinkages between our peoples moves to a higher level of development.
And an understanding that our future as Africans, we're tied to the hip. There cannot be success in South Africa if there is failure in Kenya. We need one another. Our success is not on the basis of competition, but rather collaboration.
The two leaders pointed out the need to exploit and utilize each other's strengths for the benefit of the people in both countries.
And to make sure that we take the opportunity of what God has given us in terms of our natural resources, our rich agricultural land, and on top of it, a youthful, well-educated population. And we want to ensure that by partnering together and by working together, we are able to turn this youth bulge that we all have into a positive factor as opposed to a negative factor.
And the deepening of that relationship between the peoples of Kenya and the peoples of South Africa is travel between the two countries, where we open our doors for Kenyans to come to South Africa, and they open their doors for South Africans to go to Kenya. But for us, more importantly, as modern Africans really, is to look at the issue of the economy, how the Kenyan economy and the South African economy can develop in tandem as we improve our people's lives.
President Kenyatta congratulated Ramaphosa on his election as president of the ANC and commended him for his message of unity within the party and the country.
We have a lot to learn from a party that has held together for 106 years, been involved in the struggle to liberate South Africa and also Africa, and is now part and parcel of the transformation of South Africa as well as the continent.
Kenyatta will be attending ANC's 106th birthday celebrations Saturday, where he will be the keynote speaker. He is expected to speak on issues of Pan-Africanism, the role of political parties in promoting African democracy, unity and self-reliance. Gladys Gashanja, NTV.